Okay, back about the cults that I escaped here in Australia. You guys have asked, what do the women look like? I've shown you before the hairstyle the men used to have with the part to show that, you know, their allegiance to the leader. Now this, you can Google Exclusive Brethren and what they look like, and this is what will come up, but I'm just pulling this up. So full credits to Daily Telegraph for copyright. This image is a classic group photo of, obviously, the paparazzi have taken of the brethren, or the media have taken of the brethren at church. This is exactly what they look like. Skirts below, like knee length and onwards, stockings, bags like this, sort of long, they don't always wear long sleeve clothing, but it's obviously winter here or something, cooler climate. The hair at this length, you would never see shoulder length hair. And then what they call headscarves. Now these are like a foam shape, my mum used to call it, that they'd put on, and they'd all mimic each other's hairstyle. So for a long time, the women used to have their hair up like this. I can't do it, I don't have a long enough fringe. It was called a buff. And then now they changed to a side part. Now, if you look through fashion of women over the ages, it's not the ages, but you know, over time, the women used to have their hair up. Then one leader had a fetish for women with their hair down, so he made, I think it was Madeline Kerr, get up in church and walk down the front and take her hat off and her hair out and said, this is what you should look like. So after that, all the women started letting their hair out, and then they started wearing these scarves. So basically they put a foam pad with a big square scarf over it, tied at the back, pull the hair out with little clips on the side, and that is what they call a token. So the men, you can see a gentleman here is wearing a hat. That's not normal. Older guys probably would, just because their head was cold. But women would always wear what we used to call, or what they call today in the cult, a token, because it means that the angels will see you and realize and recognize that you're a woman and of a weaker sex and give you extra protection. Now, tell me, does that sound like misogyny at all? Anyway, so the women all do this, and I'll show you another photo of what they look like outside of church. To church, mandatory, have to wear this. And I'll show you what they look like in public. Again, another quick photo of the women going into church. You can see the long hair, the conservative sort of clothing, and what we call a headscarf or a token. And now for the last photo. I got this off the togetherwearebrethren.com.au website, so you can Google this and have a look yourself. It's open to the public. I thought I'd also show that they hide behind this charity they've set up to maintain charitable status, to get tax relief, called the Rapid Relief Team, whereby they, you know, do good to the public, because obviously they're not a place of public worship. So in order to maintain charitable status, they have a charity. But anyway, I blurred out the faces. It's on a website, but I just did it out of respect for the kids because they are children. But I'll try and zoom in this photo here, where you can see this little red dot, and down here, see these clips and a little tiny little token. That's for outside of the church. You don't wear a full head covering. The women don't wear full head coverings, but they have to have a token. They have to have something that shows representation that you're a woman and of the weaker sex. So the angels can see you and go, hey, we're going to give you extra protection because, you know, you're the weaker sex. This is what the men tell you. Like, my mum probably wouldn't let my sisters wear this because it's not really a token. It's just a clip. They would have to wear a puffy headband or a bigger bow like this girl's wearing here and that girl. And then you can't really see, but the boys all have parts because, you know, you've got to show allegiance to our leader.